Now, the coronavirus lockdown, as you can see, has had a devastating impact on the economy and the livelihoods of lakhs of migrant workers. The Supreme Court, while hearing a petition related to making safe travel arrangements for migrant workers, irrespective of caste, creed and religion, allowed a lawyer, advocate and petitioner in the case, Sagir Khan, to pay 25 lakh rupees to those so that those who are living in Mumbai from Uttar Pradesh can return home safely. He had requested the court to direct the central and state governments to transport migrants stranded in Mumbai to Uttar Pradesh districts of Basti and Sant Kabir Nagar, which also happens to be his hometown. Advocate Sagir Khan now joins us on the broadcast this afternoon. Appreciate you, Mr. Khan, for being with us. I want to ask you, the plight of migrants, several of them walking home, several of them cramped up in buses, scooped up in trains, making their way home, has been very disturbing. What prompted you, to move the court in order to be able, to give funds to enable migrant travel?
See, what happened after 4th May 2020, when third lockdown was extended, the people started the migrants were just calling me and they to do something for them. Then I tried to contact the state government and the central government. Then I first of all called the nodal officer UP government to know what is to be done. But actually there was complete apathy, nobody was replying. And there was a dispute between the state governments who will pay the 15% cost, so-called cost of the ticket of the migrants. Then I, on 9th June, wrote a letter to the nodal officer and to the chief minister of UP, offering 9th May, offering that I am ready to deposit up to 25 lakh rupees towards the cost of the tickets of the migrants of Basti and Sant Kabir Nagar from where I come. But complete apathy, no reply, everybody was ridiculous, replies were given, and when I tried to contact Bombay police station for registration thereof, some questions were asked which was not possible to fulfill. Right. They were asking 2 individual photographs of each migrant. Is it possible? Was it possible on 9th May in this lockdown? So then I decided, I am a lawyer, it was easy for me to move to the Supreme Court. Then I filed a petition on 13th and it came on 15th. Right. So that is how everything started.
But Advocate Khan, you're a lawyer with the Bombay High Court. You knew legally how to go about this. The Supreme Court today, has asked you to submit, your donation. The center and the state have been directed to facilitate this movement. But what does a common man do? You're essentially highlighting the bureaucracy behind migrant movement. Even good Samaritans like yourself who want to help migrants are being met with the bureaucracy that doesn't allow for them to be able to contribute or help essentially.
Actually, there are lots of people like me who are still ready, who were ready to offer their help. And so many people helped it like Sonu Sood and others. Right. So many people are doing it, though their names are not reflected anywhere. Difficulty is this, the attitude of the bureaucracy and complete confusion in the government. Complete governance was missing and even today it is missing. That was the reason for me to move to the Supreme Court and make a statement before the Supreme Court. Right. Because Supreme Court, so many people go to the Supreme Court for publicity. That is why my first statement was that I offered them 25 lakh rupees. They did not accept it. They did not reply to my offer. Yes. And even I am ready to deposit in Supreme Court right now. So that is how Supreme Court has taken the public.
I think you highlight a very important issue. If as an individual one wants to contribute and help, there is an entire bureaucratic system that actually stands in your way to do a good deed. But you've also been quoted as saying, Advocate, that you were apprehensive to pay to the PM Cares Fund. Now we know, from celebrities to common men, everyone has donated to the PM Cares Fund during the time of the pandemic. Why were you apprehensive?
Because I am a lawyer. I know my constitutional right. When I do not have right to know about what is happening in the PM Care Fund, why should I do it?
Are you saying that the opacity of the fund was a deterrent for you to contribute to the fund?
Yes. If I deposit the money today, when they are going to use the money, nobody knows. And whether the money will reach to the rightful people or not, I don't know. That is why there is complete lack of trust between the people and the government. That is why I filed a petition in Supreme Court. I said specifically that I am ready to deposit the money towards the cost of the ticket of the migrant.
Right.
And the state government in its reply said that you can deposit to a chief minister's friend. I declined.
Okay.
I told the Supreme Court I'm not willing to, but I am willing to deposit 25 lakhs in this honorable court because I have full faith in the Supreme Court, but I don't have much trust in the government looking into the situation.
Can the Supreme Court directive for you to transfer this money and now for the Supreme Court directing the state and the center to use the money that you wish to contribute to facilitate migrant movement from Mumbai to 2 districts in Uttar Pradesh, can this be used as a precedent? Can other good Samaritans or citizens who wish to contribute to this process, will they actually be able to benefit from what has happened in your case, or does it only apply to you?
No, actually, it is for me only. What happened? I offered it. Supreme Court did not direct me.
Okay.
I offered it to the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court accepted my offer to show my bona fide that I am coming for the poor migrants. Insofar as other Samaritans are concerned, if there is trust of the government, number of people will come. You will appreciate. You will know that on the ground.
Right.
It was the good Samaritan who fed these people, not the government. Government contribution was not less
so
than
if a good Samaritan like yourself, who's not a lawyer, who probably doesn't understand the ropes of the bureaucratic or the legal system as well, wishes to make such a contribution, what would you recommend to them? That they directly contact migrants, give them cash in hand in order to be able to facilitate migrant movement or help them in any way? What would you recommend?
See, even I have been doing this like other Samaritans. So many people are doing this, what you are saying. They are directly putting the money in the hand of the migrants.
Okay.
And a lot of people are there. I may be shown on the TV, but lot of number of people, more than me, people are doing on the ground. And that is how the migrants are surviving, not because of the government initiative or action taken by the government. Lot of good Samaritans, and they have shown their heart, and that is how people are surviving. Otherwise they were in completely soup. We were completely, totally we let down. Our governments have let down the migrants and others also.
All
but
right.
At the same time,
right. Okay, so I think you've highlighted an extremely important issue. While of course as a lawyer you've been able to move the court. The court has accepted for you to donate 25 lakh rupees to facilitate migrant movement from Mumbai to 2 districts in Uttar Pradesh. For the common man, it may not be easy. There are several bureaucratic hurdles that have actually been highlighted, through the process that you've been through and you've come out public with. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast this afternoon, and thank you, once again for the good deed that you have in fact done. And, many more will, of course, seek inspiration. But like you're saying, the best way is to just directly go and help people, give them the cash in hand in order for them to be able to facilitate their own movement or, or focus on building a livelihood for themselves. Thank you very much for joining us.